Welcome back to this chapter 22 video tutorial on Microsoft Excel Visual Basic for Applications Basic to Advanced video series. In this chapter, I am going to show you how to display the data in the user form using the list box. In previous chapter, we learned how to write the VBA code for submit and clear button of the user form. And here, I am going to show you how to display the data which is here in the sheet in the user form. After displaying the data here in the user form by using list box, then we will write code for the update and delete button. To display the data here in the user form, first of all we have to create here a space for displaying the data. For this, let's increase the size of the user form, which you can do by going here at the corner of the user form, then drag this to right this way. Now the size of the user form is increased. Here in this area we will display the data. To display the data, first of all add here a frame. For that, open the toolbox window by going here, click on the toolbox and select this frame option. Then draw the frame over here. To draw it, click, hold, then drag and drop. This way a frame is created. Right click on it, then go to properties and here change the caption of the frame where you can put data display. Now inside this frame, let's add a list box. The list box option is given here in the toolbox. So click on list box and draw the list box inside the frame like this way. Now here in this list box we will display the data. Let me hit on the run button to see how does it look like. Here you see the user form looks like this. In this list box, the data of the sheet will be displayed. Let me close this. Now we need to create here a new sub procedure to display the data in the list box. For that, let me go at the end of the code, then create here a new sub procedure which is sub display data, open and close bracket, press enter. Here in this sub procedure, first of all, let's define the variable, that is dim ss is worksheet. The next variable to be defined is the last row variable. So put here dim lr is long. Set the value for this ss variable. So put here set ss equal to this workbook dot sheets open bracket double quotation, then put the name of the sheet, that is database double quotation bracket close, press enter. Now set the value for the lr variable which is given by the countIf function, which you can directly copy from this previously written lr variable value. So select this part of the code, copy this and paste it over here. Press enter. Now to display the data in the list box, we have to write this code with me.listbox1. This is the name of the list box. Press enter, then press the tab key. Now set up the properties for the list box, that is dot column count. You can choose this from here by double clicking, equal to 5, because we have total 5 columns to display the data. Next is set up the column widths. So put here dot column widths equal to, then put a double quotation, then put the column widths for the first column which is date. We have to put the column widths in points. So let's put here 60 point for the date, semicolon. Then for the income or expenses, put 80 points, semicolon. For category, put 80 points again, semicolon. For amount, put 60 points, semicolon. And for the remarks, put 120 points, then double quotation close. Press enter. The next property we have to set up here is the column heads. So type here dot column heads equal to true. Press enter. And finally the last property is the row source. Row source means the source data which we want to display in the list box. So put here dot row source equal to double quotation, then put the name of the sheet, that is database, put the exclamation symbol. Now put the starting cell reference of the data, that is A2 cell, put semicolon, then put here the last column, that is the column E, double quotation. Then we have to use here the LR variable, so put here and LR. This is the row source for displaying the data in the list box. Now press enter. After setting up these properties for the list box 1, now press the backspace key, then type here end with. Now this display data sub procedure will display the data in the list box of user form. After creating this sub procedure, we have to now call this sub procedure here in the user form initialize procedure. So here in this user form initialize procedure, after this end with statement, we have to call this display data. So put here call display data. Now what happens is, when the user form is initialized, this sub procedure will run and the data will be displayed in the list box of the user form. Let me go to the user form, click on it and run it. Here you see the data of the sheet is visible here in the user form inside this list box. Let me add here a new record. Now if I click on the submit button, here you see the data is added to the sheet, but it is not visible here in the list box. To automatically update the data here in the list box, as soon as the submit button is pressed, we have to now call this display data sub procedure in the submit procedure also. For that, close this user form, then double click on it, and here in this submit button click, we have to call that display data procedure. So at the end of the code, put here call display data. Now when you click on the submit button, the record will automatically update in this list box. Let me run the user form, then put here a new record. Now when I click on the submit button, here you see the record is updated in the sheet and also displayed in the list box. So in this way we can display the data of the sheet in the user form by using the list box control. After displaying the data here in the list box, now we can select a record, then use the update and delete button to modify the record or delete the record. So in the next chapter, we will learn how to write code for the update button of the user form. If you want to practice this, you can download this sample workbook file from the video description below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up by hitting on that like button, and also subscribe to the channel to get similar kind of video updates in future. Thank you so much for watching. See you in next chapter.